a podcast for aspiring authors who are ready to publish their books.
Oh yeah.
Each week, we interview authors, learning about their publishing journey, and giving you tips to get your books published the right way. Now, here's your host, Chantea Williams.
All right, take two. Welcome to another episode of Get You Right On Podcast. I am Chantea Williams, owner of Relentless Publishing House, and our podcast is dedicated to all things writing and publishing. Today's episode is sponsored by Faith Chat with PRW. So you guys, I'm so excited about this evening's conversation. I have with us on tonight author LaNita Fitzgerald, and she is going to let us know who she is, some book projects she has out, some new stuff that's coming. I love when they have new stuff coming out. So we're going to bring LaNita on to the show. LaNita, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you so much for having me today.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm LaNita Fitzgerald, known in the writer's world as author L. Fitz. Born and raised in Little Rock, Arkansas. I currently reside in Mableville. I've been married for 16 years and I'm currently in Washington celebrating our 16-year anniversary now. So I've been married 16 years to an amazing guy. I have 3 awesome adult children and 1 extraordinary granddaughter. For work by day, I'm a claims supervisor at a insurance company. And by evening and night, I'm an author and the owner of For My Sister's Sake Accessories, which is a accessory. I'm a paparazzi consultant. And I provide beautiful, affordable jewelry to help my beautiful sisters look good, build confidence, and at the same time, make every outfit pop. So that's me, LaNita Fitzgerald. I'm an author. I wear many hats.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I got my little paparazzi necklace on this evening. I'm just so excited. So listen, I always like to ask my authors 2 questions. 1, what is the why behind their books? And 2, what do they wish somebody would have told them prior to self-publishing? So I know you have a couple of anthology projects out there, and then you're working on your first solo project. So let us know, what is the why behind your writing?
The why behind my writing is the name of my brand, actually, which is For My Sister's Sake. I'm actually building a sister circle where I can kind of empower and encourage, inspire other women like myself, that struggle with, just making time for ourselves, overcoming different things, that we face in our lives, whether it be, on the job, just through life period in general, with our children, with our husbands, all of that good stuff. So I write with a purpose of writing for my sister's sake. My inspiration for writing the Blessed Not Broken Volume 3 piece came from my mother and my husband, and, to learn a little bit more about, how they came into that, you would have to buy the book. But I suffered from feelings of hurt, brokenness, and abandonment. And it was my mother's courage and my husband's stubbornness that helped me kind of push through and overcome. So that was kind of the inspiration behind the chapter in Blessed Not Broken. And then my inspiration for writing in the second anthology, which is titled For Such a Time as This, came from my family, friends, co-workers, all different people that would always ask for my advice on self-improvement, how to professionally develop yourself, moving from being one of those problem, horrible employees to what I am today. I kind of share that journey in the For Such a Time as This chapter that I contribute in that anthology. Most would often use the phrase that, you feel stuck, You don't know which way to go. You don't know what, avenues to take to get unstuck. So my chapter and For Such a Time as This talks about how I move past being stuck. As far as what I've learned in this self-publishing, currently in those two anthologies, I kind of got to sit back and see the publishing, the self-publishing stage. Well, with my own solo project that I'm actually working on that's going to be released later in December, I'm actually learning and doing the whole self-publishing, uh the whole self-publishing thing. The title of my solo project is No More Tears, a story of faith and resilience. And it's a memoir of my life's journey, which talks about the good, the bad, the ugly, and all of that good stuff. But one of the things that I learned about in self-publishing in the writing journey is kind of writing for a particular audience. A lot of times we just say, "Oh, I want to write. I want to write. I want to tell my life story or whatever." Well, you have to have a actual why behind it, and you have to know who you're writing for. So I took a couple of master classes, got connected with a lot of, other people that could help me with this, part of, trying to hone in on that skill of recognizing my audience. And I learned, some things about how you dial in into a specific audience, and not just, although we would love to write and want everybody to publish our stuff, is actually for, a specific group of people that I'm honing in on. And that was one thing that I learned. I've learned, the KDP process of, doing the ebook upload and all of that good stuff. I've learned, the copywriting part of it, getting the EIN number, the Congress number, all of that good stuff. I'm just kind of being able to do that on my own with self-publishing the No More Tears that I'm working on. So it's been a long road. I've always wanted to write, since way back 2009, but I would stop and start. And the thing that got me, got everything rolling, got the ball rolling, was actually being a part of the Pen to Profit community, which is a Facebook group under Tamara Mitchell Davis. I got in there, and everything that I needed to push through, from, shifting your mindset to, dealing with inner feelings. And I mean, the whole shebang, I found it in that community. I've been able, again, like I said, to connect with people and jump in different master classes to kind of, clean up some of the stuff that I didn't know or whatever. So it's been a journey, but having, people around in this community that know the start to finish, and then give it to you for you to take it and, do it for yourself. I've had the pieces. It was just about getting connected to, the right people that could help me push this thing out, follow it through. I mean, we've done things to, as far as accountability, because that was one of the hardest things for me, was to take the time out to do this. This is something that I really wanted to do, but I could never find the time. Well, it's not a race or anything like that. You have to pace yourself. And if you set up a schedule for yourself, you can get this thing done. I mean, sometimes you may have to shift it, make some changes or whatever, but it can be done. My journey has been fun. I've learned a lot. I've connected with a lot of people. I'm just excited about all of where this is taking me. So
that is amazing. I want to back up for a minute, because back to your why. You said part of your why is you wanted to teach women how to take time for themselves. I think that is so important, because I think a lot of times as women, we're so used to taking care of everybody else. We're so used to doing things for everybody else that we often neglect ourselves. So I think that is such a powerful why behind your writing, because we do need to be reminded sometimes to say, hey, it's okay to say no. It's okay to not be available. It's okay to take time for yourself. It's not selfish. It is necessary.
right.
It's necessary. So I absolutely love that that is part of your why behind your writings. I think that is just absolutely amazing. And you're
Mhm.
right. Our writing time, it's not a race. We have to schedule it. We have to be realistic in it. And we have to go at the pace that works for us. Right?
I
Because we're
agree,
not in
absolutely.
competition with anybody else when it comes to
Right.
the writing process.
It's a self thing. So you only race it against yourself.
I know, and sometimes we can put ourselves under pressure for no good reason. Because I've done that before, doing it now, and it's like, come on, Chantea, we got to get better. So I
Yes. Yeah.
absolutely love this. So tell us just a little bit more about your solo project. Just a tidbit about what it's about, and then how can they pre-order it?
My solo project is again No More Tears, a story of faith and resilience, and it's a memoir, my life's journey, which talks about the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups, the downs, the growth, a lot of things that I bumped into where I didn't really have a blueprint or I didn't have all the answers or whatever. So this is gonna kind of give the reader a glimpse into my life to, see some of the things that I went through and what I overcame, some of the things that I did to overcome, to kind of get to where I am. And I'm absolutely not where I want to be, but I'm definitely making strides and, steadily moving, up even at work and then in my personal life as well. So, that's kind of what the story is about. I'm doing pre-orders on For Such a Time as This and No More Tears if anybody is interested in that, and they can go to my website www.authorlfitz.com, and they can place an order there for the Blessed Not Broken Volume 3 and For Such a Time as This. So that's me, LaNita Fitzgerald, in a nutshell.
I absolutely love it. So you guys listen, let's make sure that we support LaNita in her efforts. She has some amazing projects that are coming forward. So let's go to our website, authorlfitz.com. Make sure that we pre-order a copy of the anthology, and let's go ahead and support and get a copy of her solo project. There's nothing more rewarding when you finally jump out and you do one by yourself. And it's
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
it's all mine. I don't have to share with anybody. Anthologies are great. I have coordinated them. I'm coordinating another one now. However, it's nothing like having your own book baby. Right.
Right, I agree. I agree. And
So
I'm moving into being ready to kind of experience that in just a second. So,
yes, yes. So we definitely celebrate you, LaNita, and all your progress and all of the things that you've done with your writing. And we definitely applaud you and want to encourage you to keep writing, to keep
thank
pushing.
you.
And just remember that you have a voice that your audience needs. And if you don't show up, they're not going to know what to do. And so that
Absolutely.
goes for all of you. All of your aspiring authors, you may think, well, I don't have a big following or I don't know a lot of people. It's not about all of that. It's about the impact that you're going to make on your specific audience. Don't get caught up in the numbers. Get caught up
Right.
in the quality of your message. Be authentic, be transparent, be consistent, be yourself.
Yes, I
Be
agree.
yourself.
I agree. I often tell people, some people say, "Oh, you're famous now." No, no, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm trying to be effective, impactful. I'm trying to help some people.
Yes,
That's what I'm trying to do.
absolutely. So, LaNita, in closing words, do you have any words of wisdom for an aspiring author out there who's just kind of struggling, thinking, you know what, I'm just not sure if my writing is going to be good enough. I'm just not sure if somebody's going to buy it. I'm just not sure because I don't know a bunch of people. What would you tell them? Go ahead and get them started to get over that hump.
I would say my journey started from a writers community group on Facebook, and it don't necessarily have to be on Facebook. It can be even at a local library, but you need to get connected with somebody that can help you, set that blueprint out to lay the foundation to give you those different steps. And then once you learn the steps in self-publishing, or even if you're publishing, with somebody else, once you learn the steps, it's you can do it over and over again, and you can tweak things to make things better. But I would definitely say, try to get you a coach, a mentor, somebody that can help you lay the foundation. And then too, I often tell people I started with an anthology, so I learned the pieces and all of that from being a part of the anthology project. All I had to do was contribute, one chapter, and then turn in bios, pictures, and all of that good stuff. And I'm sure your coach that's does the anthology, they don't mind sharing the different pieces that you go through to go from start to finish of publishing a book. So starting with an anthology is a great idea to me, because that's where I started, and it's steady pushing me. So that would be my advice. Find a coach, a mentor, somebody that can help you lay out the blueprint and foundation to get you started, and to start with an anthology if it is laid on your heart to go in that direction, of doing a anthology. So that would be my advice.
I absolutely love it. So listen, there's no excuse why you can't get it done, right? You have to understand that you're called to this and that you can do it. And so even yourself, and you're willing to do the work, you're willing to make the investment, you got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. So LaNita, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the Get Your Right On podcast. I'm so excited to have met you and to get to learn more about you. Definitely going to make sure I check out your website and purchase me a book or two. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. This has been fun. It's always good, jumping on the different platforms and meeting different people. It's always an awesome experience. So thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. And again, congratulations on 16 years of marital bliss. And I pray that you have 3 times more left to go.
Thank you.
So you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. All right, you guys hold on. I got a couple announcements for you. For all of you aspiring authors out there, we have put together an inspiring author kit for you. And so this author kit takes you from idea creation to book in your hand. It helps you to go through the brainstorming process, the writing process. It helps you with your marketing strategy. It helps you develop your financial goals, strategic financial goals, everything you need from start to finish, as far as scheduling your writing time, everything you need to get started. This author kit has been created just for you. So included in this author kit, you also get a free 30-minute strategy session with me. And so in that strategy session, we will talk about your book idea, what it is that you want to do, what it is you're thinking about. We will work that out, and I will let you know if it's something that you need to pursue or not. I do not believe in misleading anybody and saying, yes, publish. Sometimes you just need a blog. Sometimes that's all you need to do. And if that is what it is, that's just kind of what it is. And it's not anything to be slighted. There are a lot of blogs that get monetized, so you can still get paid for having a blog. Okay, so I know a lot of people want to do books because they want to get paid. There's nothing wrong with that, but that is not the only way. All right. And then if you're one of those people that says, you know what, I'm ready to write, but I need a little more hands-on throughout the entire process, listen, we got you covered. We are starting our new 6-month group coaching program in January of 2022. It is called the Authors Round Table. So in this group coaching program, we will meet bi-weekly. You get the aspiring author kit. It comes with a publishing package. You can either do the full service publishing package, or you can do the children's book publishing package. You get 25 free books. You get 100 postcards. And then I will be interviewing you on the next season of Get Your Right On podcast. So that investment is $3,000. The deposit is $300. The balance has to be paid by December 31st of this year. And when January 10th hits, we are hitting the ground running. As a matter of fact, you will have homework to do from the time you register to the time we start in January. So listen, this program, or for those of you who need that little more consistency, you need a little more hands-on touch. Our first meeting will always be our group coaching session. Our second meeting is a writing session. So in this writing session, we can help you get unblocked if you're stuck. If you need help transitioning from one chapter to the next, or one from thought to the next, or maybe you want to read what you've already written just to see if it makes sense, if there's something that you can add to improve it, or something that you need to take away from it. The writing session, that's what it's set up for, to help you win in your writing. So it's just another hour dedicated to help you get finished with your book. And now, you guys, we know that the holiday season is upon us. So to help all of our authors with holiday book sales, let me tell you something. Q4 2021 has already been predicted to be one of the best holiday seasons ever as it relates to retail. So guess what? Your book is now in the retail market. Okay, so our holiday virtual book fair is going to be Saturday, November the 13th, and we're going to start at 5 p.m. It is $25 for a 10-minute feature, so it will be live recording, and then the book fair will be replayed every week until the end of the year. All right. So normally when we host our virtual book fair, it just goes on for that day. However, because more books are bought between November and January, we're going to help you guys out, and we're going to replay this book fair every week until December 31st, because somebody who didn't see it live, somebody who didn't see the first 3 replays are going to catch that 5th replay. They're going to be like, you know what? I need to buy that book. So we want to make sure that we help you win. So if you are interested in that, you can go to our website, go to the store, you can go ahead and register. So we already have some registrations that are coming in. The deadline to register is November the 1st. Okay, November the 1st. Again, it is $25 for a 10-minute live feature. It will be live streamed across our social media platforms, and then we're going to upload it to our YouTube channel, and then we're going to replay it again every week as if it was live. All right, so thank God for social media tools that help us play videos when we're not really live. Okay, whoop, whoop for technology when it works. All right, you guys, we just wrapped up our How to Create Journal workshop, and let me tell you something, it was absolutely amazing. So for those of you who were not able to catch it when we did it live on September the 20th, no problem. We got you covered. You can purchase the replay for $47, which it includes the workbook, 50 plus pages, that is going to take you through from idea creation, your journal, to writing your journal, to being ready to publish your journal. Okay, whether you want to do a print journal or a digital journal, this workshop is for you. All right, so listen, journals are very big around this time of year, because people, when they start thinking about New Year's resolutions, they're in the mood, they're ready, they're motivated, they like to journal. This is the best time to not only create a journal, but to sell a journal. Okay, and so if you want to publish your journal with Relentless, the deadline to get in your journal format and deposit is October 15th. So our journal publishing package is $500. It includes a paperback journal, cover design, ISBN, barcode, up to 100 pages. And then we will format it. So it also includes interior design format. So it takes us about 45 weeks to complete. So your journal would be ready for the Christmas and New Year's sales. It will not be ready for Black Friday. You will be able to do pre-sales for Black Friday, but you will not have the journal in your hand for Black Friday. All right. So if that is something that you are looking for, go ahead and go to our website, schedule a consultation. Let us talk about it to make sure that you are on the right path, you guys. So listen, this is Chantea Williams, owner of Relentless Publishing House, where we work with authors, aspiring authors who are ready to invest in the self-publishing process. So you guys, this has been another episode of Get Your Right On podcast. This episode was sponsored by Faith Chat with PRW. So listen, you guys, as we say at Relentless, it is never too late to get your right on. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Get Your Right On podcast. Make sure to visit our website at www.relentlesspublishing.com. You can subscribe to our monthly mailing list, Check out our publishing packages and pick up our Aspiring Author Kit, which helps you get the book out of your head and into your hand. Don't forget to tell an aspiring author about our show and kindly leave us a review. Until next time, remember, it's never too late to get your right on.